That's the one thing for sure is, yeah, I'm out here in the Bronx streets, New York City. One thing for sure, to spit it out into gospel is for clarity. Because see, you can't skip over and do what you want if you don't have clarity. You have to do what you're doing based off the clarity. And see, that's what's going to be brought forth, clarity. Because see, many, how can we just say it as we see the streets here? Many just, try to predict and try to say what they think. And then they try to jump and do. See, me, this spread out in the gospel took time. It took time. The reason why it took time was because I had to be purged through it. I had to see the inadequacy of people. I had to see the demon that lurks out in people. I had to see the redundancy in people. Like some of the stuff was in myself. I had to see this in people in order to know that this is to bring clarity. Because you have to bring clarity before you can bring anything else. You can't just jump and say, this is what I'm going to, And that's why I can do this. Because see, it was much inadequacy brought into me from people, from this one, from that one, from this one, from that one. So see, so now we can have people that speak true clarity. Because see, when you do something, it's the clarity that's going to be shown. The clarity of what others were missing. The assumptions and things that people were talking about when they didn't know what they was talking about. Now they can be shown what's being said through other people. Because see, that's the point of getting to a conclusion. See, when they say the gospel is to get to a conclusion, and my thing is this. See, like YouTube, I use YouTube as an example. Oh boy, what is inconclusive? YouTube. People have no idea what they talk about. Like I said, saints and whoever sometimes. Well, it doesn't really matter, but they have no idea what they're actually talking about. So when you don't know what you're just talking about and you just run off at your mouth, saying that, now you're going to see what it's like that. Pure questions, pure topics, and but pure answers. That's the point. No assuming. So see, that's what this can't be copied or nothing like that. This is definitely to glorify the Most High God. It's definitely to get answers. But it's a reason why it's being done. That's the beauty of it. So when you do something, always make sure you're doing it for the reasons and the purpose of, number one, you also want to do these things too. And of course, if it's the Most High God, He might have you do something different. But me, personally, this is what God want me to do, because the clarity was not being brought forth. People were just saying different things, and there was never clarity in what they were saying. So clarity will be brought forth. Clarity, because you must have clarity before you can understand anything. You must have clarity before you bring up topics. And before you jump on anybody else's topic, you have to have clarity about the topic to know it. That's the beauty of it. And that's, why it's best to move in clarity. You can't move in confusion and believe you're going to jump on things. You got to stop, and review what's going on. I do this because this is me. I do this because this is what I've always wanted to do. And that's why it's going to be done. Right? And I thank God for being a trendsetter of this, because, like I said, right, I can speak on, just how God allowed those to follow me to spread out the gospel just for me coming out of nowhere. But like I said, it took a vision. It took for me to glorify God and take up the cross more than anything else. And it took me to watch people and this and that. It took me to be glorifying the Most High God more than anything else. And when you glorify God, that's when you truly stand out. You truly do. Whether those like you or not, you stand out. And that's the point. And when you stand out, you become a trendsetter. And when you become a trendsetter, you set that trend. The spread out in the gospel is definitely the trend that has set, it set many things on fire. And that's the beauty of it. Glory to God, and, bring forth clarity in what you do. Peace.